LGD lose 2. Low turning up, and with his BKB timing, it's a strong point for Azure, a strong point that LGD, they can't kill the Weaver through.
I mean, great from Tianming. It's like a bait play from the level 7 clock, where he kind of forces this whole play to happen, and can they finish him?
Oh my goodness, the damage certainly adding up there from the axe from Chalice.
But look where they get, look where they are. Oh, thank you. You brought us actually to your Tormentor, Tormi. Will be claimed Chalice to clear this level easily. They're actually bringing over plan, and maybe tries to go for a last hit.
He might try for a snipe on this.
Let's see what we get.
It's risky. He's got the wall down. A little early with the shadow round, though. Won't be able to get him out that one. It's already too much damage. As Azure able to claim LGD's Tormentor and get that shard for Tianming.
Good Lord, it dies so fast to the Bristle when he gets those stacks up. 7k now off of that. They're taking advantage of these cooldowns very nicely. As soon as they identify, yeah, mid, LGD used a little bit too much, they strike back quick, take over a pretty big advantage here. 7,000 gold lead now. And a Bloodstone now pretty much finished up for Chalice. Some big timings that they're hitting. And I think they didn't use, did they not use either? No, they did use the Weaver BKB there, but that's them.
Weigh anchor! This game is on!
Incoming! Arcane power!
Dire's top tower needs some friends.
Same as you, Tide Hunter.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge. Demon go. Dire are scanning for enemies.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Золото у LGD, это точно нужно сделать. Не обязательно там куда-то ломиться, забирать там вышки. Просто нужно занять зону и сделать так, чтобы LGD не качались, на мой взгляд. Отмечу, что мы говорим...
Scary moments perhaps for LGD. 5 minutes.
If LGD find themselves in a bad fight during this Aegis in the hands of Chalice, LGD's easily going to lose.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Their tier 2s, maybe even more.
They're already setting up on top. They have this aggressive ward that was placed out from earlier. They actually see Shiro with it. Of course, pushing into high ground has been a difficult task for many teams this tournament, and playing into Avenge and a Magnus, of course, is going to have its own problems coming into it all, too. Definitely some good moments here that Azure can take advantage of the map. Yeah, low, even the Deso's pretty much done too, so. See if they look to set up for those tier 2s at least. And Somnus, he's just continuing to go for scaling, by the way, so the BKB was done with that defusal. It's going straight for that pike, so just continuing to get that big scaling. And that's going to help a lot too, also for distance, right? He's always just wants to avoid getting jumped on, heroes getting in his face. He'll have that pike to be able to push the Magnus, push the NS away as well.
Oh my god. That's quill spray damage. Getting away from that one.
And they're just sweeping Sweeping across now, looking for more.
Oh, and that's a sweet hook shot there from Tiamin. Gets in with a perfect angle over towards YU Smile. They're going to be able to get both of them here. Double kill for Chalice. The gold for this bristleback just continues to roll in.
Tier 2 on the menu.
Dire's middle tower is under
Low
attack.
teasing around with New. He's going to try for the TPO. It was quite the long one, but didn't have any way to cancel it in time. Still though, there's going to be some pressure onto the tower.
Both towers.
0 down on
Radiant's
LGD.
bottom tower
Pretty
is
much
under attack.
guaranteed that they're not going to be able to do much about at least one of these tier 2s going.
Fortified.
See how heavy Azure want to keep the push on. Bottom lane
bottom
creeps have been
tower is
pushed all the way back out from
Like
LGD.
a drunk sailor.
Not able to put on the... We'll see Azure focus around the mid, but nothing to say.
On the angle. Wants to go for a jump, but he's got more than enough behind himself on Chalice here.
Yeah, they're playing it carefully, Azure, respecting the fact that the respawn's coming in from LGD, and that LGD may just actually still be in a shape to try and go for a fight around the tier 2s.
They have the damage now. It's
So
always be
hard.
the question for LGD. Outside of the base. Inside the base, they probably will with this Muerta, but outside, starting to feel a little complicated for them versus the BKBs that are out with Shiro being slightly underfarmed here.
They just left the top one go. Tier 2's gone. Azure continuing to take over the map at 24 minutes in.
And they're playing it careful. They're sweeping together. You know, Low playing on his own a little bit here, but difficult to get caught. Chalice always having backup of his allies. Interesting to point out too, if I was looking at Somnus's build, I saw only 2 points in Cookie. Yeah, he's going stacks. You know, the universal way. Why not? He's going to be going for that big scaling himself too.
Dire's middle
top of just
tower
a side of
is drowning.
We'll be ready to TP over and join that fight in the minute it kicks off. We're going to see them try and start things. They're going to drag back on the Chalice with the skewer. Good damage here as they're able to cleanly take him out the first time round. Pretty isolated. See if they can go for round 2. RP straight away from nothing to say. Another skewer getting him right up into the base. Up the in there as well. They'll be able to take him down. Jianming tried to hook shot forward to help him out, but Chalice has fallen. This is coming in. Why you smile?
Get another one too.
Side still goes down.
They got Jianming as well. Great catch there. Nothing to say, just seizing the opportunity. One quick slip up. Maybe gonna find more.
Get him with a harpoon, drag back with the shield, they'll catch up. Why?
Oh, wow. I mean, those are massive catches. This is a gem as well, too, picked up? I think it is.
Big defense here from LGD. As Azure, I mean, they had the bristle, you know, an incredibly farm bristle. With an Aegis, it didn't matter. LGD very easily dealing with that, surprisingly so.
Without even the Silver Edge, right? They just actually had more than enough damage. I guess, looking at it, he doesn't have any armor items, so Revenge throws the Wave of Terror, throws the Solar Crest, and he's actually, like, taking pretty much maximum damage there from the physical. Wow. Low down is Azure completely there. That was right after the talent, I think, also got picked up from Nothing to Say. I think he just had hit 15 not too long before that, so the double skewers are able to bring that bristle back closer and closer.
It's definitely going to be quite the shake-up for Azure.
Definitely.
If you've just gone for that sort of play, you know, with the Aegis on the bristle and it's ended up like that, like, what are you doing different next time round? How are you making sure you don't walk into this again? Whoa. Big damage coming out below. Scatter blast from Somnus. Face planted out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that is going to be the question always versus the Venge versus this Magnus Hero. Repositioning Shiro.
Trying to see if we can maybe set something up here with the Silver Edge now complete. So as you say, we saw them take down Chalice pretty easily there. Now they've got the break. It's going to be even easier.
Very true. I really thought that they would struggle a little bit more before to bring him out, but just overwhelming damage.
And it's off.
Jure, what's the next move? Shouldn't do it with the Aegis.
Looking at the items queuing up, I was waiting to see if FY did queue this up. He probably does want this Blink Dagger on the Shadow Demon eventually to be able to get potential saves onto the heroes that get swapped or skewered and whatnot into the fountain. Trying to find the opportunities.
Sure, they need some way to sort of break Chalice out of the combo that he keeps getting caught in.
Stains of remain.
Next, overall, I mean, their initiation for the side of Azure, it's definitely a little difficult for them to start a fight and just kill a hero before they're able to get a spell off and reset into that base, if it's near the base, right? So, even though they have that AK lead, it does feel a bit deceptive with how much LGD is able to make these initiations freely with Nothing to Say on this Magnus.
I mean, LGD are making that AK lead look like nothing.
It really is.
With the way that they pulled together those last few defenses, and now they're ready to get offensive themselves.
Especially because they got the gem off that last fight too. You actually get so much control with it, playing versus a Weaver in particular, but also just being able to get the D-wards around.
TP backs here. Looking to try and put it, but taking that Wisdom Rune. He's out with the TP. They won't find him.
That was gorgeous. I love it. The jetpack high five. Nobody high-fived him back, but it's okay.
EKB.
There we go, the tower.
Now for New, I mean, he's going to have a much better chance just kind of getting on top of them and sort of being in range with that silence, whilst the BKB durations for Azure start to fall shorter and shorter.
Looks like they got through one of the harder points. Playing versus that Aegis, taking it out on the side of LGD. Get this big scale. I mean, Shiro's starting to get really scary. Getting closer and closer to them. I mean, he's now tied with the Bristleback, getting ahead of everybody else. Just Somnus ahead of him now at this point.
And once this hero Muerta starts to get the items online, we've seen what this hero can achieve.
Heroes evaporate. Especially when you have the backup of something like an amplifier. You have Avenge and you have the Empower too. These little things do add up.
Extra bit of damage.
Chalice showing himself bottom. Got backup coming in, but LGD, they've got the numbers down here.
Jiro. Show himself on the wave. Complete backup ready behind him. Azure. Got to be careful what they walk into here.
Quick grab.
Side. Try to get the setup here on the Xiaomi. He's able to get over the jet track. Magic Missile catches him and bring him down. They even get the aggressive shot. Taking RP. They'll take Chalice down low. They'll bring him out of the game. Chalice
Oh my
the ball.
goodness, the damage.
See Somnus with the turn.
Faces a
No, but it wasn't
stiff
you, but the
wind.
BKB's out and News up in the trees. Azure, they don't get anything in return. LGD just getting in, getting the kills, and getting out.
These heroes disintegrate. Even Chalice, again, he just dies in a matter of seconds. And Shiro doing, what, 4,600 damage there.
Just getting away with these aggressive plays. You know, why you smart able to set up with this aggressive swap just to open up onto the Bristleback. I mean, at this point for Azure, Chalice, it feels like he can't frontline.
He cannot.
He gets caught at the start of the... They will kill him, and seemingly there's nothing the rest of Azure's lineup can do to save him.
No, they don't have a way to start fights themselves on the side of Azure. You can see on the side of PSG, or on the side of LGD, they have multiple forms with that swap, like you said, but immediately when they get vision, they can just go for this jump. So Azure have to be careful.
Yeah, just straight up outplay from LGD in these last few fights.
Ever since the Roche, right? Like we said, it seems like they got through the hardest point, and right now they're getting catch after catch after catch. And Azure, they have to set up for this Roche. They cannot give up a Roche to LGD at this point. So looks like they should be able to get this one for free.
Of course, if these fights low confine his position, he can deal an incredible amount of damage. That's in on the Daedalus. So this time round, they will give low the Aegis on this one.
I like that. And Chalice just has to be a little bit more careful and somehow be near FY to get some type of save, but even then it's very difficult because of how fast he dies. At the least now he has this cheese, but does perhaps have that secondary life to survive, but...
Just feels super relaxed playstyle from LGD. They
does.
didn't
They're
care
chilling.
last time that the Aegis was going into the hands of Azure, and this time round, once again, showing no intention of heading down there. Very much feeling like they can happily take a fight against the Aegis. We'll see how much of a difference
Of when to take these fights.
Yeah, that.